Well, good afternoon again, and welcome back to the Last Just Playing Field for the second of two matches this afternoon in the Spice Isle Dream 11 T10 tournament. If match 2 shapes up anything like what we had in match 1 earlier on this afternoon, well, you've better start stocking up on blood pressure medication. Here's what happened. The first game was played for position and promotion. A match between the Cinnamon Pacers and the Bay Leaf Blasters, win or go home. This match is not about position. This match is about pride. Pride because the Nutmeg Warriors would have already qualified and booked their spot in the Final Four. And the Saffron Strikers, the defending champions, with no chance of getting into the Final Four, regardless of the outcome, they want to send a clear message, at least in their final game, to the Nutmeg Warriors. So a lot here. Nothing to lose for the Saffron Strikers. And the Nutmeg Warriors would want to finish on a high. First ball up, and Cato together with McDonald, the captain Roland Cato, and McDonald opening for the Nutmeg Warriors.
Yeah, well, Cato not really in among the runs as he wants to be.
First runs coming off the bat from Cato. We've seen a misfield.
Yeah, Cato will want to try and end the preliminary round on a high, get some momentum and going. Really will want to stay out in the middle for as long as possible. Maybe get another good score behind him and try to ensure that, you know, he has that level of confidence going into the playoff round, which is very, very important.
So Saffron Strikers fielding. The Nutmeg Warriors at the wicket. Just to let you know that the Saffron Strikers just playing for pride more than anything else.
Yeah, a number of the batters would just look to want to end the tournament on a high. You have the leader run score in the tournament, Anil Matthew, he's playing in this game.
McDonald is getting a chance to make a name for himself. This is a good opportunity for him to get some runs. Daniel McDonald.
Yeah, he hasn't really lit up the tournament, but I think going into the next round where they know they are safely in, he can play with that level of freedom and really look to belt it around.
Down the track and looking to go, but can't beat the inner field just yet. As you rightfully say, Clyde, it's a good opportunity for these batsmen to bat without the pressure.
Yeah, they need to just use the little freedom and express themselves so that they can, you know, really get some confidence behind them.
There's an issue of timing, of course, because these batters, they have not timed it well. And the end of the first over, Nutmeg Warriors 4 without loss, 3 to McDonald and 1 to Cato. So it looks like Jamie Body that will pick up the action from the river bank end for the Saffron Strikers. Saffron Strikers came in to this tournament as the defending champions, and they were placed on the back foot from early. And they have found it very difficult. Looks like Kem Charles, not Jamie Body, but Kem Charles will operate from the riverbank end. Square leg gets in on the action.
Yeah, Regis McDonald not really getting them away. He's played a couple of aggressive shots.
Almost sounds like a broken bat. Sound from the bat didn't sound too convincing.
Yeah, it doesn't really sound like the sort of middle that you would love to hear. Sounds more like the two end, and it does sound broken according to you, Jason. So you may just need to look at that bat. So batter, you want that nice crisp sound.
Well, that's the sound you want to hear. Yeah, that's the sound you want to hear, of the meat and the middle. And Kato is what it was like music to the ears.
Yes, certainly. That's more of what we're talking about. That tells you he really middled it. It raced across the field, and it went very low. I thought it would have bounced inside, but it traveled the full distance over the ropes.
He wasted no time in it. A good comeback from Kem Charles. He was just spunked over the square leg region, and he came back in good form. That's a good comeback delivery.
Yeah.
Again, timing being an issue.
Yeah, tell you what, Kato, still a bit rusty. No, the Roland Kato of old really would have latched onto a delivery pitched in that region.
He has picked up that one. 1 bounce and 4. So out today, Shaban Noel for the Saffron Strikers and Raphael Walker. Those are the 2 out for the Saffron Strikers.
Yes, I did. You're not picking me up here?
Okay, and the Nutmeg Warriors, they have they have seen it fit to give Jumal Francis a rest today, and Isaiah Simon also being rested. So they will give opportunities to other players just to see what they have. Francis has done well, and so I think he can get a well-deserved rest.
He's going to get the boundary for it. That's McDonald. But the sound from his bat is a bit of a concern. It's a concerning sound.
Yeah, I think the middle of his bat is just a little higher than where he's making connection right now. And so he needs to maybe start looking at trying to get them in the middle.
It's a better sound. That's a better sound and an exquisite shot for 4 through the offside.
Yeah, I think that one came closer to the middle. It really sped off the bat. You look at it there, the fielder had no chance. It was not very high, but the fielder had no chance to move to try and cut it off. And so a well-deserved boundary for McDonald.
There's more runs here.
Watch it. Welcome to this party. Hold on, Nicobi. You want your girl? Welcome to the party.
Well, everyone out there just seems to be in a relaxed mode. Really, nothing much in it.
He lost his shape there for sure. I think he was trying to send this one down to the bay. There's the Lasajas Bay, which is maybe just about 600 yards from the boundary of this facility.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna get it down to the bay, you gotta keep your eyes on it.
More runs here. And it will go all the way for 4. So Keto and McDonald putting the Nutmeg Warriors in a good position coming in. It's 28 already. And we still have one more legal delivery remaining in over number 3. They can't afford to be lackadaisical in the field. Certainly the Saffron strikers. They've got to stay on top of things.
Yeah, they really want to stay on top of things there.
So after 3, they're going at just over 9.5 per over. 29. 29 without loss.
Well, McDonald seemed to have changed his bat, so let's hope that this one has a bit more middle. So just anxious moments there for the Saffron strikers. They've got nothing to lose, this team. So look how they're going to throw the full kitchen sink at these Nutmeg Warriors this afternoon. Yeah, really very lucky edge there by Keto. Fortunate for him, it didn't go back onto the wicket, but was rather close. He continues to look for the sort of form that he had of late.
This one, he got some bat onto it, Clyde.
Yeah, hitting but not really getting the sort of connection. You heard it come off the bat. It didn't really sound, you know, the way it should sound. So they're not going too bad, the Nutmeg Warriors. We're still 3 overs remaining.
He's made connection with that, and that's going to go all the way. Yeah, that's going to go all the way. That's 4.
Yeah, so now 2 deliveries remaining. A good shot by McDonald to end, to put some pressure on the batters, on the bowlers rather. They're just looking to really get some sort of momentum, feel the bat on the ball.
The shout of catch, and the catch was taken with some drama. But it was taken. So 38 for the loss of 1 inside over number 4. And Nutmeg Warriors have lost their first wicket. It would be interesting. He made a lot out of it there, Clyde.
Yeah, really did make a lot of it. But the change of bat really not helping McDonald. Maybe if he played with his original bat, it may not have reached the fielder because that bat doesn't seem to have much middle. But this one, he got quite a bit of it. He reached for it. And the bat just turning in his hands, hitting it straight to Nico Kobe John, taking a good catch in the end.
That's a bit of leg.
Nothing to lose in this game. Absolutely nothing to lose in this game for the Nutmeg Warriors. They're in to the final 4. Oh, that's exquisitely played. Timing to perfection for 4.
Yeah, the Scott just leaving off, off the mark with a beautiful shot. Nice and straight. Fielder down there had no opportunity to get to it. And so that tells you the level of confidence that this youngster has right now.
Slower ball by Ruel, but picked up by Descartes and dispatched into the greenery. That's gone into the trees for 6.
Yeah, again, yeah. Expressions coming out from Descartes right away. As I said earlier, no pressure on them. And definitely they're going to look to just show what they can do, express themselves to the max.
Ruel Williams was exquisite a few days ago, picking up 5 wickets. Today he's been on the receiving end of some good cane coming from Shadrach Descartes.
Yeah, he bowls well. He continues to pick up wickets, but really Descartes not allowing him to settle, going after him right away. From the first delivery, you saw him chip down the wicket, and then the second delivery, he stayed back and waited on the slower one and dispatched it really with disdain.
Well, after the end of the power play, the Nutmeg Warriors are 48 for 1, going at an even 12 runs per over. Saffron strikers will want to put some reins on these Nutmeg Warriors. They've got a deep batting lineup. You don't want them to get off and start slugging around this last just playing field. It can get out of control very quickly.
Yeah, they have the sort of lineup, the Nutmeg Warriors, that can really belt the ball around. And once their confidence is there, you're certainly going to see it coming out in the type of shots that they will play.
Javel St. Paul for the Saffron Strikers. He's going to be coming from the main pavilion end. Pretty intimate setting here when you get the opportunity to get a little glance at the main pavilion and the environs. He's not picked it up nicely. St. Paul has rushed onto him.
Yeah, the wicket continues to offer something for the bowlers and still offer good striking for the batsmen. A number of the players said it comes off slowly at times. And I think this is why we've seen the changes of pace work so well for many of the bowlers, because it tends to hold up ever so often.
Slow ball by St. Paul. We're going to get one, but it was well disguised.
Yeah, again, the Scot, in the mood that he's in, will want to capitalize. You saw him just going down there looking to maybe sweep him around, but really had no pace to work with. And these modern day cricketers, they're not afraid to sweep the fast bowlers.
Not too sure I'm liking the decision by the Saffron strikers to win the toss and send the Nutmeg Warriors into bat. You have nothing to lose. You're down at the bottom of the table, and win, lose, or draw, the result wouldn't change your standings. I would have probably decided to have a bat first on this wicket and just try my very best to explode and give the players something to cheer about at least. It's good bowling by Javel St. Paul. Brilliant bowling.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was a really well executed Yorker. Right on the line of the crease.
Well, he misfielded it, and that's going to go for 4. You're not going to get away with that. It's going to go for 4.
Yeah, again, badly lined. The Scot really had all the control that he needed to have. The fielder not able to really get down. It was close to him, but not being able to get down. I think he got a good piece of the willow onto that one.
This Scot is looking to go again, but he's taken just on the edge of the boundary. That looks like Jamie Buddy down there, straight into his hands. And this Scot goes for 15. Caught Buddy of the very good delivery from St. Paul, who brought it up to him. He was beaten for peace.
Yeah, Buddy doing really well to position himself. He took the catch. He was moving, but steadied himself really well and showed that he had it in his hands and he was nowhere close to the boundary. Good catch by him.
All right, so that's going to bring Andre Fletcher out to the middle. It will bring a change in the commentary booth. After he settles and puts on his headphones, I will dare to ask Hector, if you would have won the toss as the Saffron strikers, what would be your option, bat or bowl?
Certainly would have batted anyway. It's the one chance probably they had to just go out there and express themselves, play freely. You're already, you can't qualify. So go there and show at least the sporting crowd here. You know, at least some of the talent, some of the performances they didn't see you put down with the bat. It would have been a good opportunity. Set a nice, good total and go there and look to defend it.
Sean Williams comes for them. Oh, that's exquisite. Good timing. Well placed. Just one. Just one from Keto. This is the natural opening pair for the Nutmeg Warriors.
Next time. Coming left from around 5 to come.
I think the stage is all set now for Andre Fletcher to put on a masterpiece.
Let's go, Willie.
So Andre Fletcher, Roland Keto. Well, Fletcher's teed off on him early. He's gone. That's 6 runs.
Maybe we'll get that. We should probably see that masterpiece from Fletcher this evening. They have already qualified. As I said earlier, they have nothing to lose. So it's just to show it off this evening. Only signs of that.
Quick hands by Andre Fletcher.
It's one of the things he always had. Always very quick hands through that ball. Hits the ball in some very unconventional areas too. Strong wrist. Sometimes some of the strokes he plays reminds you of Rashid Khan in the areas in which they hit the ball.
The umpire, the third umpire, would want to position himself on the periphery with the replacement balls. It would be wise, particularly with Andre Fletcher in this frame of mind. Instead of going up the stairs, he would probably want to find a cool spot somewhere down in the middle. See if and accept that. It's going to be a lot of leg work for him.
Was quite a number of balls has disappeared in the bushes outside the boundaries of the playing field, the playing area. And some of them do go a very long way. I think the water plant, yeah, just opposite just out the road would have had quite a few of them, not only landing on top of the building or just in front of the building, but also sailing over them. Massive hits.
Right, Sean Williams has got another ball, a replacement ball. It's not a new ball. They would normally find deliveries that are similar in usage. It's going past the outside edge. Saffron strikers have also employed some additional assistance in the field via feline. Fletcher not using his feet, just standing there and swinging. Yeah, well, he's gotten hold of this one. It's not going to carry. One step in would have surely been a different story. Fletcher got away there.
Yes. Fletcher seemed to have come out with a clear intention to play a shorter ball. That's what he's been doing so far. Fortune favors the brave.
Yeah, that's good cricketing shot. It deserved much more than one. It was perfectly timed. And the Cato seems to be picking up a good form now at this stage of the game.
Yes, he's been very rusty. He's been out of cricket for quite a while, and it's not easy to come back, and especially to come back and the game of such high velocity, where you have to virtually be scoring from ball one and hustling between the wickets. So it's good to see him back, though. He's one of the real talents around cricket in the region, and it's good to see that he has come back and he's here playing cricket and beginning to look like the Keto we knew. I think that's what we want to see. That's what we all want. But this is on the back of again of a pretty good start by the Nutmegs.
All right. Well, Daryl Cyrus will now pick up the attack from the main pavilion end. Captain Daryl Cyrus, he's not had a very good year this year by his standards. He's been much better than his figures and bowling would have suggested this year. He's beaten the edge. He's known to have some strange actions, Daryl Cyrus. And this time Cato picks it up. Just one bounce straight into hands of Buddy. Buddy is down there at the long off boundary. Swan Fletcher comes in to strike. Fletcher is the type of batter that would probably look to clear the ground. Oh, Fletcher's gone with him. Is it going to carry? Does it have the legs? Well, it has more than the legs. It probably has the wings. That's gone for a massive 6.
Yes, indeed. Again, the ball up in the arc, and you don't miss your length against Andre Fletcher. He will certainly put you away. And this one really went away, as I said, with the wing. It just flown over over the pavilion, right down to the back. Of course, threatening some vehicles. I hope he didn't hit any of the vehicles at the back. I don't expect that's the mood Fletcher is in this evening. Could have seen it from the time he walked out.
Well, Fletcher's gone again with him. Well, if it's traveling that low with that speed, it's dangerous. 6 runs.
And this time almost over extra cover it went. And gained the length. Not really good by Cyrus. Really struggling. He really struggled. Not only throughout this tournament, but as I say, he had a year probably you'd want to forget. Really not the type of performances we've had from Cyrus. Also, the record has shown also in his captaincy too, he did struggle quite a bit. He's struggling quite a bit, if I should say that.
Oh, Fletcher is gone again. This is a barrage of 6s.
Yes, the umpire may have to get some type of mechanical device to hold his arm up so he doesn't have to bother to bring it down and bring it back up again. But it's good training, good exercise out there for the umpires. Up and down, up and down, up and down it goes. And as I just said, Jason, 83 for 2, which is a very good start. We're just past the midway point, 6-7 in the 7th over. And the idea to send the opposition in probably must be given second thought now.
Surely he's going to be penalized for that. Fletcher, way too brilliant. He's not going to chance his wicket at that. That was a dibbly-dobbly lollipop.
So one could have seen the googly there by Cyrus, one which came into the right hand, and Fletcher just tapped it into the onside and couldn't score. But the idea about bowling the wide, he had to bowl. If he had to bowl, he had to ensure that the batsman, he has a delivery that the batsman cannot hit, and that has to be the wide. And was penalized. But out there, somehow you're not seeing that type of fight. The Saffron, the fight has gone out of them, it seems.
Oh, Andre Fletcher particularly. I've just sucked the win out of them in the last over. He's moved on to 25. Roland Cato is on 26. 84 for 2. And all these runs coming off the bat seven except just the one extra. And they've maintained a 12 runs per over average throughout this innings with only 3 overs remaining. They're well on course to go above 110, 115.
As it is with these players like Fletcher and the likes of his type of batsmanship, you can see a swagger almost as you walk out, and it tells you there is something great is going to happen.
Fletcher is desperate for the strike. Doesn't take anything for granted. Williams is knowing now that it's going to be a tough afternoon. He's got to be spot on with Andre Fletcher.
Smart bowling. Probably Andre Fletcher expecting this one to be a little closer to him. The batsman pushing it wide. Sure. Didn't push that wide with intent, by intent. Really trying to find ways and means to keep Andre rather quiet.
Fletcher
Really good.
doesn't want the single. He's decided to stay put.
That's the length. Don't want Andre to be able to get underneath the delivery.
Fletcher he's been bogged down a little bit by Ryshawn Williams in this over. Even though Ryshawn Williams would have gone outside the leg stump for wides. And Jamie Buddy decides to go with him now. He decides to go with him, but just for one. So these two, they've racked up 34 runs in the partnership. And 33 runs, sorry, in the partnership. This pair of Cato and Fletcher. Fletcher has gone to 26. That has just placed him to the top of the food chain. I'll tell you why. Oh, he's gotten him. He's gotten him. And Ryshawn Williams picks up the dangerous wicket of Andre Fletcher. He's gotten him. Look at it. He's played it on. Oh, my.
Well, that's very, very smart bowling. Again, just getting out of the range, hitting range of Andre Fletcher and pushing it wide. Delivery going across the right-hander. And Fletcher looking to mash it somewhere probably over long on. And the ball coming off the inner portion of the bat and going on to the stump. But again, very relaxed, very, I guess, happy times. Andre Fletcher, one can see that he hasn't really seemed too bothered, too bothered. His team is in a rather comfortable position, having made it through already to the next round. So therefore, I think it's more a case of just having fun out there this evening for these lads.
Well, with that 26, Andre Fletcher has now gone to the top of the batting with runs. In terms of runs, himself and Anil Matthew now both on 169 runs. And he is sharing that top spot there, those two, Fletcher and Matthew. So, while he may have had some bad news in outing, I'm quite sure he would have wanted to carry on, no doubt about that. But he's gone, played on a ball, a wide ball that took the bottom edge and rocketed into the stumps of the bowling of Ryshawn Williams. And at the end of 8, the Nutmeg Warriors are 88 for 3.
This represents a fairly good start by the Warriors. Of course, we've seen scores of 100, just a bit over 100, being very difficult to chase down at this venue. And we think this evening it will be no different in terms of if the team is able to post anywhere near 120, it will be a difficult chase for the Saffron.
You see they've gotten off to a good start. But, I'm quite sure that a couple of those sixes from Andre Fletcher would have gotten to you, my friend. We're inside the 9th over. 8 overs, 1 delivery gone. The Nutmeg Warriors, nothing to lose. They've already booked their spot into the final 4. And Saffron strikers, nothing to gain, irrespective of the outcome. Oh, that's good bowling. He's beaten the batsman comprehensively. John Olive not knowing anything about that one.
Yes, just playing the line and the ball itself just holding its line, and if anything just going through to the wicketkeeper, but Oli probably playing for a ball that he thought probably may have come back into him, it didn't happen. So well thought out by St. Paul.
Sweetly timed. They will get one. Well, they've updated the batting scores and the individual scores. Shadrach Descartes is at the top of that batting card with 171 runs, a total of 171 with a high score of 69. Andre Fletcher and Anil Matthew is sharing the second spot with 169 runs apiece.
Very close.
Ah, that's a good shot. Oh, it would have been a beautiful catch had he taken it. He got there. It should have been taken. That would have been the highlight of the Saffron strikers' innings. Look at this. He got a hand to it.
Yes.
Yes.
He went with one hand apparently, and it was really struck hard though. It was really hard and flat, and it well to have gotten a hand to it.
This time he goes into the offside, and it goes the full distance. So Cato has turned on the heat. Roland Cato. He's moved on to 41. He's been overdue for some runs. And a big score. He's been overdue for a big score. There's a good chance here now if he does bat these next 7 deliveries, could get a pretty decent half century.
Good thing about it is going for the most part straight down the ground. So he's going across the ball, really looking to hit it where it came from.
There's a good shot again by Cato. That's more runs, that's 4.
And even so, hitting the ball with the very full face of the batter, delivery short outside the off stump. And one can see Cato opening up that front leg very, very early. In fact, very, very open indeed. Almost dragging that front leg horizontal to the crease he stands, and being able to hit that up behind square on the offside for 4.
So Roland Cato will join the top 10 in the batting total. He will join the top 10 for sure after this innings. He started on 116. And with 45, make it he's gone to 161. So he's well inside the top 10, and he's still there. Anything above 60 could skyrocket him to the number 1 position easy.
Yes. Who could really bet against him doing that?
Rural Williams will continue. Rural Williams, He has had a rough day at the office today. He's gone for 19 of his single over so far. A few days ago, he picked up 5 for 11 or 5 for 13, I think it was. 5 for 13 he picked up. It's a short young man. Comes in with a bustling, busy action. He could be very deceptive with a slower ball too. So, John Olive. That's one more to his total.
So ensuring that he uses every part of the bat. Last 2 deliveries really have came off inside edges. You wouldn't mind that. The most important thing is giving the strike back to Keto, and that's what you wants to do.
Well, that's a good shot by Keto, but only picking out Daryl Cyrus there at cover for an easy catch. And that's it. Not even, well, it looks like Kem Charles actually. Kem Charles. So the wicket goes down. And Roland Keto goes for 45.
But it was a good little knock. Probably the best effort of the tournament so far by Keto. And it goes to show that he's just finding his mojo, as they say. Yes, feeling a little more comfortable at the crease after being away from the sport for such a long time. And Nutmeg Warriors have passed the 100 mark, 107 for 4. And based on what we've seen in terms of the scores, it's already a pretty decent score for the Saffrons to chase.
Well, only 3 legal deliveries remaining in this, the Nutmeg Warriors batting innings. Bringing you up to speed quickly, they've got nothing to lose. They're into the final 4. The Saffron Strikers, they've nothing to gain. Win, lose or draw, they will be out. So this is just for pride. More so for the Saffron Strikers. The shout of catch, will it carry? But it's dropped. Straight into his hands. And it was dropped.
And dropped by the captain, who just really seems a little bit out of thoughts. Not only did he drop the catch, but he also misfielded the ball even in his second attempt. So yes, really, it's not a good period for Cyrus at all.
Slower delivery, full delivery, picked up and smashed it through mid-wicket. Just one. Should have done a whole lot more with that. $110 for 4. Final delivery of the innings. This time he has played it a little bit earlier. Still can't beat the man outside. They're running around from mid-wicket. They pick up some more runs. And that brings us to the end of the innings for the Nutmeg Warriors, who was sent into bat after the Saffron Strikers won the toss. A mistake that many thought that they made. They should have gone in and have a first knock, but they chose to send in the Nutmeg Warriors. And the Nutmeg Warriors getting to 112 for 4 of their 10 overs. They've maintained a pretty around 11, 12 and over, the Nutmeg Warriors. And as a result of that, they've just put the Saffron Strikers in a position where they've got to get 113 of their 10 overs. 113 is a tough ask for the Saffron Strikers, Hector, because they have not batted very well at all throughout this tournament. This is going to be a challenge for them, save and except they do something extraordinary.
Yes, and indeed, and not only have they not batted very well throughout the tournament, we have seen that it seemed to be a very difficult proposition, chasing totals on this wicket. Teams have won quite comfortably in the end, posting scores of just around the 100 mark. So that's something else again to consider, having to chase.
Well, let's look at the batting card quickly. Really writing home today was Roland Cato. 46 of 26 deliveries, spent just about 45 minutes outside there, but it was really good. He played a firm one straight up to cover and was caught by Kem Charles in the final over for his dismissal. Apart from that, Andre Fletcher, he got to 26 in good time, and Shadrach Descartes, of course, adding to the total. The Nutmeg Warriors in a pretty good position, 113 for 4. In the bowling department, well, only Ryshawn Williams picking up 2 wickets for 25 from his 2. Apart from that, nothing to write home about really for the Saffron strikers. They would want to give themselves the best opportunity to make sure and put something up here when they've got their chance at the bat. 113 they're going to be looking at. When we come back, we'll have the chase for 113 by the Saffron strikers.
All right, well, welcome back to the Lassages playing field. It's the Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 tournament, game number 2 for today, final game of the preliminary round. Really nothing to play for the Nutmeg Warriors. They have amassed 112 for 4. They've been led by Roland Keto, a brilliant 46. Fletcher came in with a nice cameo of some 20 odd, but right now, it's the turn of the Saffron Strikers. They are playing for pride. They are the defending champions. And they will want to chase down this 112 just to let persons know that, hey, I've been here. And you know what? I'm out. But I did what I had to do. And really, that's all there is in it for them. They will want to ensure that Anil Matthew, who is the leading run scorer for the tournament, this phase of the tournament, he just wants to add to his total, maybe just push ahead that no one can really catch him. And really and truly, that's all it is for them.
Well, good afternoon to you and all listeners. It's a nice afternoon. The sun just starting to lose some of its energy. The wind is picking up nicely as we see the first delivery going to be bowled.
Well, it's going to be Alex Moses. He's going to be coming in from the pavilion end, the main pavilion end. And he will be bowling to Anil Matthew. Matthew is joined by Sheldon Joseph, who we saw hit a brilliant 49 in the last game that he played. Moses starting well, just really tucking up Anil Matthew, not really giving him any room. Does bowl a pretty hard length at times, Moses.
Well, it's a good start, the first delivery. Most of the time you see the batsman would like to put the bowler under pressure from the very first delivery, but it did not happen here. Let's see what happens. And the next delivery. Nice evening for batting, good condition outside of there.
Well, we saw the Nutmeg Warriors batters. They batted with some freedom, and one hopes that the Saffron Strikers batters, they're going to bat with that similar freedom and really, just enjoy themselves out there. Nothing to play for. You just want to make sure that you showcase your skills.
Yes, and no other better opportunity to do that right there on the big stage. And then playing this one on the back foot, opening the face of the bat, collecting the single.
So we really want to assess the gameplay of the strikers in terms of how they would approach the innings. Still quiet, relatively quiet so far. Moses has been, putting the ball in some good areas.
Yes, he has continued to do so and doing it well.
Good shot delivery there from Moses. A bit high over the bowler's head. Over the batter's head, rather. Joseph latching onto this one. It's high. Fielder running back, and will he get it? It's touch and go. It seems like he has stopped it.
I think the umpires have another look at this.
Not really getting hold of it, Joseph. Just pitching. And a bit of roll. Yeah, good job there by, that seems to be Keto. Just standing on its head and holding it in. Again. So the over comes to an end at the end of the first over. The Saffron Strikers, they are 8 without loss. Similar start to that of the Nutmeg Warriors.
Both batsmen having a look at what the wicket is doing, playing themselves in. And it's no other better way to start your inning, having a look, making sure you understanding the lift the wicket is given, and any other variety that is inside of there, looking at the bowler and then showing that you get the right start. Both batsmen have started well indeed, first over. So it's now where do they go from here?
Yeah, they need to keep abreast of the scoring rate required. Do not want to let it get too big on them. It's going to be Ashton Regis from the road end. Matthew goes hard, peels off the outside edge. Really a good boundary for him. He continues to march on, so he's going to really lift and extend his lead in terms of the top run score with that boundary coming off a thick outside edge. Good result for him.
Well, getting into the correct position and really having a go at it. Not getting it in the actual middle of the bat where he wanted it, but got 4 runs for it. Continues to bat.
So first time we've seen Regis with the ball. And Matthew goes straight. And 6-run signal by the umpire. So Matthew seemed to have taken a liking to Regis.
Well, he just bowling in the slot and Matthew just stepping forward, opening up and letting the Ulo go. Lovely shot.
Regis will want to get the ball to go past the bat a couple times, want a couple dot deliveries. This being his first bowl in the tournament, will want to leave a lasting impression. As he goes again, high in the air. Fielder out there just dropping that delivery. He did all the hard work, got to the ball, and it just ballooned out of his hand. What a miss.
Oh, hard hands there. Not cupping, so the ball could find that nice soft cushion. And unfortunately, Regis was denied of that wicket, and then Matthew survived. Wow. This one was sweet.
Yeah, what a shot. Joseph, just seeing what Matthew has done the previous few deliveries. This time again, Regis going up there in the slot, really just bowling that length that allows the batter to just step forward and lift him back over his head.
Well, I guess the umpire have just given him a signal that he got to he got to bowl just a length shorter. The umpire having a look at the ball. It's all okay. So let's see what Regis will do.
Yeah, he really needs to decide whether he's going to bowl Yorkers or if he's going to bowl short.
Well, this was very soft. This was really soft.
Yeah. So, come back for Regis. Joseph looking to just bund that one over the man at short mid-wicket. and succeeded in just hitting it straight to him. Pretty soft dismissal. Joseph going for 10 after hitting such a crisp, clean shot, gives his wicket away.
Well, maybe you're just sampling something outside of there. I don't know. After playing such a magnificent shot, he just sampled a catch to the fieldsman, and the fieldsman did not refused. So, soft dismissal, and he goes, new batsman making his way in, and seems that is Williams. 25 for 1. We are in the second over. Not too bad a run chase.
Yeah, really, Regis Wilfield hard done. Had a catch drop and did get a little bit of consolation getting the wicket there of Joseph, but had a bad miss a while ago. Had a 6 taken off him, and he came back with a relatively ordinary delivery.
Oh, that's a good delivery. Good length, the line was good, and just lifting outside of the off stump. I have seen it come to the end of the second over, 25 for 1. Keeping in mind that they are chasing 112, the Saffron strikers.
Well, the current run rate is 12.5, so it means that they are up with the rate. If they continue to score at this rate, definitely they will get the 112 that is required. The Nutmeg Warriors, they will have a lot to say about that. So they're going to continue with the pace.
Well, that's a good shot. Got into the wicket quite early. Picking up the line of the ball quite early and got inside of the ball and played a beautiful shot back with the square down to the boundary. And that's 4 runs to Anil Matthew. Continue to bat well.
So the strikers, they are still scoring at a pretty decent rate. Moses not really settled into his spell as yet. His first over went for 8. Again shot, and this time Matthew, that looks like, yeah, Matthew there just rocking back and cutting. Nice looking shot.
Yeah, he's seeing the ball as big as a breadfruit now. And he's really enjoying himself, having a good tournament.
Slower delivery from Moses. Matthew really couldn't do anything about it. What was important there is that it was away from the batter. Wasn't in the arc where he could really swing. So good thinking by Alex Moses.
Matthew this time pulling away something just distracting. I want to make sure that his guard is remarked properly.
Again, another slower delivery, and really, Matthew can't really dispatch it, can't put it away. It was really slow. Any slower, it would not have been present here today.
Well, it's a very good slower delivery. I don't know where he got this one from. Hope he has the next one like it. Very, very slow delivery indeed.
Again, it's line down the leg side. Good fielding there by the fielder out there on the backward square boundary. Got to it quick, released it quick.
Javon Andrew had been doing quite a good job behind the stump for Warriors, taking a spectacular catch in one of the games. And I just want to know the leading wicket taker in the leading wicket keeper in the tournament. That's a good shot.
Again, Alexander quickly around, really doing well. I think he has bounced back since after that drop catch. Chris Alexander, he covered the ground really nicely, got behind it and was able to restrict them to just one.
Yeah, definitely so. A very good bit of fielding, Nutmeg Warriors. And the score is now 33-1 in the third over, so it's just about 10.3 runs per over. Not bad as they continue to chase 112 for victory.
So it's really nice conditions here at the Last Just Playing Field. It's the final game of the preliminary round in the Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 tournament, the 4th edition. And the Saffron Strikers, they are coming up against the Nutmeg Warriors, chasing a total of 113 for victory. A lot would rest on this pair out here. And Regis picks up another wicket. Ryshawn Williams goes, and really a slower delivery, cramping him, not really giving him the room. He was looking to force it off the back foot, inside edge. A really good sight for him.
Very good sight for him. Very good sight for him. Cramping him for room, as you rightly said. And he just have to make his way back to the dugout. 2 wickets are down.
I was just going to say how well we have seen Williams in terms of, hitting the ball a long way. And there he goes. We've seen the back of him.
Well, this is one of his favorite shots, just on the line of the crease or just playing on the back foot there and hitting through for the square. He enjoys that, but this time it was just not there. The ball, the line of the ball, the pace of the ball was all different, and he was only able to drag it back on the wicket.
So Regis, in his first game, well, not first, I shouldn't say his first. This is the first time that he's bowling in the tournament. It's not his first game, but he has picked up 2 wickets and 2 very good wickets.
Definitely so. So he can be one of those for the finals, in the finals, bowling for his team.
So Kem Charles replaces Ryshawn Williams. And Kem just playing through the line of this one. It's gone a long way over the rope. 6 runs being signaled by the umpire. And Charles coming in to make a statement.
Oh, this is so easy. Easy as kiss your hand. Oh, boy. A lovely shot. Just step into it and just walk in it.
So it seems like a new ball has to come out. So the third umpire will do the duties. But Regis, really the length that he's bowling, though he's had success in terms of the first 2 wickets, but that length is really a length that most batters, they're going to beat you.
Well, you call it a slot. He's going to go just around there, and the batters who can time well and who's going to move well, they are going to put it away. And how simple Charles has done that.
Yeah, Charles, in the start of the tournament, was very prolific. Played a whirlwind innings. Got some 50 odd from 23 deliveries. And I mean, he really did belt it around. Since then, he has fallen away slightly. One would hope, for the sake of the Saffron Strikers, he can play a similar innings today.
And then when you look at the man, there is no much muscles around there, and he's just doing it pure timing. Position himself well. Lovely shot. Textbook. Regis will have something to think about. What line, what length should I bowl for this man? Very diminutive figure outside there.
Yeah, I think it would be safe for him to just get it wide of the crease, force them to reach for it. Good comeback delivery from Regis.
Yes, he has this delivery. We have seen him bowl it just outside the line of the off stump, lifting on a good length, and the batsman not being able to negotiate it well. Good comeback indeed.
So Regis wants to close off this over well. 3 deliveries remaining.
Wow.
Again, Charles just lifting that one. And that is cleared the rope. 6 more to Kem Charles. Really, look at that shot.
Lovely, lovely.
Not going to see anything more beautiful than that. And for you as a fast bowler, this is one of the worst sights you will like to see, where you have to turn around after you've ran up all this way, bowl the delivery, and have to turn around and watch it disappear.
Well, he had taken up the cream from the ice. That's a lovely shot.
Again, shot this time. Well fielded there by the man at I make it forward square, or rather shot mid wicket.
It's just a lovely sight to see this young man when he's flowing. His final delivery. How will we just reply to this one? No, you don't go up there. He's gone. Missed timing, taking almost a toe off the bat. And Regis gets another wicket.
Well, I tell you what, these guys have been drunk with honey. They have been drunk with honey. Each and every one of them, you saw them come in, they crisply hit it for 6. And whether it's 1 ball or 2 balls after, they perish.
Definitely so. They come shopping, they got good taste of it, and then they simply say, here is a sample.
It doesn't get easier than that. You look at the fielder taking that catch there, and it's like, no worries, man.
Catching practice.
So Regis, with 1 delivery remaining in his spell, he has gone for some 29 runs, but more importantly, he has picked up 3 wickets.
Definitely so. Most definitely so. 3 simpler of the task. The power play has now ended. And Javel St. Paul seems to be the batsman, makes his way inside of there. It's a batsman who is a player with the bat. When he settles into really bat, he can really hit a long ball.
So the Saffron Strikers going at a decent click, still going at 11.25. What is different for them is that they've lost 3 wickets. And the Scots is their new bowler. And so far has started on the money, hitting that hard length. Matthew could only rotate for 1. And he will want to make sure that he remains out there, Matthew, just to extend the lead, put this top run score way out of the league of the others. And so far he's done well.
Yes, he is batting very sensibly. Playing a team inning. And that's a good delivery. Bad ball eluding the fieldsman. Batsman can get 2.
So again, Alexander doing some good tidy work out there in the outfield. He is a pretty busy cricketer. As diminutive as he is, he's pretty sharp over the field.
Yes, a very good mover on the field.
Again, the Scott just cramping St. Paul there for room. Not giving him the opportunity to really get the hand through it.
And I think it's sensible cricket played by St. Paul. It's not there for the hitting. I'm going to just knock you there, take the single. And that is just basic cricket.
So Matthew on 21 from 12. He's going to be facing up to discard. Ball down the leg side, and Andrew not really fielding it there. Will go through for wides.
So it's 5 being added to the total. Yeah, just outside the leg stump. And Matthew just looking to nick it around. Did not make any contact. The ball eluding the keeper and goes down to the boundary for wides.
Yeah, Andrew there, they're just getting in that angle. He's much better than what we've just seen. Again, good searching delivery from the Scott.
And well played by Matthew. Seeing the ball quite well. The Scott seems to be that cricketer who enjoys his cricket.
Yeah, you can see it in his body language. He seems to always be that thinking cricketer. Always a busybody. St. Paul looking to cart him over the leg side. Just pulls away from that one a bit.
Well, St. Paul is that kind of player. He keeps his eyes there, but once you go up the length a little bit, he is going to go after you. And this one just lifting. He just maybe practicing the helicopter.
Shot, well played. That was beautiful. That was really hit like a rocket by St. Paul's. Playing through the line of it. The Scott coming up into that zone, and he just lifted it neatly.
Yes, and a kind of half check, half drive. Oh, what a shot.
Yeah, it really did come off the middle of the bat. St. Paul does pack a punch. And the over comes to an end. So, again, the Saffron strikers, their scoring rate is really decent. They continue to score at 11.8. They're now 59 for 3 after 5 overs.
And very good approach. Anil Matthew leading the way. He's still there with a bowling change. Josh Thomas is going to pick up the bowling from the road end. And we have lost the sunshine here. It's a beautiful afternoon here at Las Vegas. 59 for 3. And we are going into the 6 over. Josh Thomas.
So another bowling change for Fletcher. His 4th bowler coming in. So far, Moses and Regis have bowled their 2 overs. We've seen Thomas really getting into his own of late. He's been, just working himself slightly into that sort of rhythm that we know that he has when he's bowling well.
And he's going to need it for the next stage of this tournament. So he has to practice it right here, right now. Starting with a wide. Matthew is just going to wait when he's just off a little bit.
Matthew hitting this one, just pushing through the line of the delivery. Fletcher comes in and picks up. This would be a good contest here to see St. Paul and Thomas.
Yes, it will be a good contest. St. Paul liking the ball coming onto the bat. Josh Thomas will be looking to roll in the fingers, using the Yorkers, taking it back. Number of varieties for him.
St. Paul going hard, not making contact, goes through to the keeper, but you saw the intent.
Yes, he saw it just outside of stump, but I think Rondell, he pulled away a little bit too much from it.
Yeah, ever so often you tend to see him just taking the front leg away when he should really be going towards now practicing the shot that he should have played. I think he knows what he wants to do. It's just a matter of getting the clear mind. Hands through it. It's hit firmly. And it's just going to be one as the throw comes in. Well, they did really well there, I can tell you. When Cato had that ball in his hand, they were just crossing for the first one, so they really did run well, this pair.
They are playing some good cricket, good batting.
St. Paul looking to really crash this one. And Thomas just using the variation. Slower delivery coming out.
St. Paul is going to have a hard thought about it. Just going down on knees and just showing something different that he should be doing. Got to have a positive mindset. Got to keep your eyes on the ball and keep thinking.
Again, flashing hard as a wide delivery signal there by the umpire. So in his mind, Thomas has gone a little too far. He needs to come back a little closer.
Well, St. Paul just need to get most of the time his front foot a little bit closer to the ball instead of taking it away from the ball and having to open up himself when the ball is on the other side. He needs to just calm himself down and maybe try the shot when he went playing back and across.
Yeah, I think he just needs to really settle, get the feet moving as they should. He does have power, can swing that bat.
Oh yes,
really well. So just needs to get the position right.
Cut him in half there. That's a good delivery. Realizing where he wants it. Thomas saying, no, I'm going to put it in the middle of the pitch, over middle and leg, and you would not get it there.
Yeah, St. Paul just really need to settle in. I think he's moving a little too much. He really wants to get after the bowler, but sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, you want to stand as still as possible and see what he's doing.
The basic thing. Wow.
Yeah, that's Javel St. Paul for you. Once you get up there and he gets close enough to it, he can power it away. He waited really nicely. And you see the swing, you see the movement, everything in sync.
Lovely bat swing. What a beautiful bat swing it was. Beautiful bat swing.
So that brings the end of the over, and I would vacate and allow Justin Hector and just to take over from here.
Well, the umpire just having a little bit of chip chat in the middle. 70 for 3. Was some 9 extras. Matthew is on 23. St. Paul is on 15, and the partnership thus far is 25 runs with 4 overs remaining. The current run rate is 11.67, and the required run rate is 10.75. So it's a good run chase with Fletcher making his way in.
Very
And
nice.
welcome back, Justin.
Well, thank you. And then here's pretty hot, very humid atmosphere, as was said earlier. Here is Fletcher with his little leg breaks. Delivery outside the off stump. For a moment, the umpire was going to call it wide. He didn't. And score remains 70 for 3. Back goes on, it's a loud appeal, that's close. Well, he went right back into his back foot and missed. It was pretty close, I thought. The umpire said not out. Probably height, maybe. With the bounce just taking it over the top of the stump.
Well, let's hope it was that.
It's the left-handed St. Paul. Fletcher just making some adjustment to the field. Maybe in business here, and indeed he is. So St. Paul goes looking to hoik him. Fletcher has just brought the fielder wrong, Ashley, and delivering that one outside the also and playing right across it, and getting the outer portion of the bat. It goes high into the air and down towards backward point, and that's the end of St. Paul.
Well, St. Paul was never close to this delivery. Again, he has continued to bat and opening up wide and not getting close enough. And I think he's a much better batter than what he has been exhibiting there, rather than just wanting to hit the ball, hit the boundaries, get to the ball and play normal cricket. I think this is just what is needed.
What do you think the nature of the game, Ashley, could do to these batters? Whether, because it's T10, they probably think that there isn't enough time to probably treat a good ball as a good ball.
Well, a good ball will always be a good ball, regardless of what format of cricket you play. But just a mindset. It's not only just power hitting. You got to pace your inning. Think of what you are doing. Every bowler is different. Look at what Fletcher is doing. He hasn't yet looked at what Fletcher is doing and look at the shot he had played.
It's another dot ball by Andrew Fletcher. He's done pretty well with both bat and ball, Fletcher. Of course, one expects that, and even more.
Fletcher gets wicket quite easily. Just foxing the batters, throwing it here, throwing it there, and then just coming back and somebody take a catch somewhere, or you are stumped.
Last delivery is a little bit of a drifter. And they are in trouble. They almost found themselves run out. So maybe the umpire may have a look at that. Probably there was an inside edge or something, and the keeper, very good work, quick work, managing to grab onto it and or he appeal for, or is it a catch? But we'll have to wait and see. No, it cannot be. So it has to be a run out. See, I think he missed.
I think the keeper has been just a little bit late from my vantage, what I have seen.
It was a bit late. So, young Toussaint on screen.
So the umpires are going to confer waiting on the third umpire. As we have another look at it, the ball is nowhere in the making yet. Here it comes. The batsman missed. Yes, he had something behind. He had moved it out. Let's see. He had picked the ball up, but I think that
very difficult to see.
Sort of difficult to see when the base were broken. It seemed all is well with Matthew. Andrew continued to keep well. Smart piece of work there. But just a little bit too late.
Yes. everything just looks so comical. So it will be young Toussaint, who would have been to Dominica with the Grenada under 19 victorious, I must say, Grenada under 19 team. So these youngsters, it's good to see them flying the trade at this level.
Yes, very, very important for them.
And he's picked up a wicket. Yes, easy like that. Delivery just in line with the stump and hugged down towards the deep mid-wicket boundary. And not enough on it to carry it over the boundary. And the catch taken in the deep.
Well, he was never in position to play that shot. The ball was just never there to play that kind of shot, and he just perished. Some thinking, that's what we are saying. That it doesn't matter the format of the game you play, but you got to put thinking in what you are doing, and runs will always come.
Indeed, runs will come. Well, runs didn't come in this situation. And he was caught out. I think it was Sylvester, it was. He went for a duck.
The run rate required now climbed to 14.47.
Yes, and just beginning to get away from the Saffrons.
Yes, they just begin to lose their way as the new batsman Sylvester has made his way in. And then Matthew there is still there on 23, and he might just be the glimmer of hope for Saffron strikers.
See another young Sylvester coming in again, another one of the under-19s who did pretty well with the bat in that tournament.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Where has it gone? Oh, magnificently. Maximum, what a beautiful shot. Came in, look at the movement, into it, in the slot, and he, oh, magnificently played. You cannot ask for it better than this from the young man.
Yeah, one could have seen him opening up the face of the bat on contact to get it and to open up the offside and get it over extra cover and away for 6.
On the back foot again and playing this one. A little bit of football there by Regis. And one more to the total, 79 for 5.
A little more effort there in that delivery by Toussaint. And Sylvester having to climb up onto his toes almost, but managed to push it into the offside for a single.
Matthew on 23.
Short delivery, just tucking up Matthew there. Not a bad delivery at all. That's the length we've seen Matthew really struggle with throughout the tournament.
Yeah, and that is good bowling from Toussaint, the young man. Reading the game well, picking up what Matthew is doing and bowling just to keep him calm. Don't allow him nothing in the slot so he can go with, have a big back swing. Good bowling. But it's a different trade here. That's a different business here. That's a different business here with Sylvester. You're short, I'm going to get on my back foot, and I'm going to put it. Look at that shot. Beautifully played up just from in front of his face. And when a batsman can play deliveries from there, you can know that this batsman, he has good technique.
Yes, indeed. And they're friends and, I have to say, partners in crime. And I guess it's a friendly rivalry. And these are the kind of things, you like to see. It takes you back to the backyard. So, yeah. Toussaint. You must not beat about Sylvester anyway. You must have come up against each other in the net time and time again.
Oh, this is even more sweeter. Where has it gone? Out of the ground. The umpire raises his hand now. It's 6 runs. Magnificently played. So, what a shot.
Yeah. Just when we thought that probably it was all lost for the Saffron, you see the Sylvester playing a gem.
Yeah, nice little cameo. He came in and just belled the ball away. Some beautiful shots.
Once again, the rate keep tingling up and down, and they have all now gone under the recent asking rate. They're now having to score at 10.5 And the current rate is 11.5, so it's up and down all the time.
Yes, they just there and thereabout. It's the 8 over completed.
Yeah.
And it's 112 to get for victory.
It's 20 in 2. They need 21 in 2.
Whoa, that's
that
a
came back hard.
massive one coming back from Arnil. They're going to cross for 2. And would there be more? No. Fletcher is there. Got a blow on his finger. Let's see. Yes, he put his hand there. Oh, he had to take evasive action. The ball is coming back very quick and hard to him. He's still ringing that left hand.
Well, that was very much in the slot. Again, and that is high. And not having the distance. And he's gone, taken by Descartes. Is it? I dropped it.
He dropped it.
Wow. Hard to believe.
And it opening up.
Yes.
And I think he should be getting. Yes, he had dropped it there.
So, chance for Anil. It will be Sylvester. And again, a little bit of tricks there by Fletcher, slowing it right up.
Very, very much so. Men on the boundary line.
And this time it's quicker.
And that's good running by the young man.
Yes. Regis was a bit slow to come off the boundary. And as such, he gave the batsman the chance to get through for 2. Sylvester being a young man. He's on 21. Pretty good little knock there by him.
Definitely so.
Fletcher, really throwing it all above the eye line. Just tossing it up there, and Sylvester can't get underneath it because
you got to keep your eyes on the ball.
Indeed.
Keep your eyes on the ball.
Fletcher really enjoying this. You could see this smile.
Well, I will enjoy it too.
And down the pitch, he going almost yucking himself. Almost just stop. Almost just plug it back, and very good work by Fletcher.
Oh, that is smart work. Well, that is only experience at work.
Yes.
Experience at work.
But I think he was there. Yeah. Just celebrating the fact that he was able to pull this one off. Yeah. Just
a check shot.
Yes. In fact, he's out. He should be out. He might be given out.
Well,
actually.
his bat was still in the air. I want to believe. Just casually coming in there. No, young man, you don't play cricket like that. You got to run and put your bat down.
He was not expecting that. I don't think anybody was expecting that. Is the umpires actually having a look?
He's
yes,
gone.
He has to
he's
go.
Gone. Yes,
indeed, he's run out.
He's gone.
This is
really poor cricket by eventually end up poor cricket by the young man.
But I want to give Fletcher the credit because he never turned around. He never turned back.
Well, yes, these are things that these cricketers at this level practice. Look at his running and coming in there.
Yes.
You got to be more energetic. You have been going well. That is in the end, it had ended up poor cricket on his part.
And remember, the game is a game of millimeters. Just
definitely so.
Yeah.
A nice little cameo of 21 by Sylvester, and Haley making his way in. And the Saffron strikers, they're still not yet up the woods. The final over.
Yes, in the final over. And that's why at this level, actually, these players, they'll manufacture ways of getting out. You have to be on the ball. You have to be concentrating 100%.
Especially that format of the game. Yes.
Yeah.
It's not a test match where you tend to have a little relaxation on certain things sometimes. But this game is very intensive.
This is guys now wicketkeepers, for instance, now don't seem to take the ball in again and bring it onto the stump. They look more to parry, always look to parry it onto the stump.
All those little things are there.
All those little things. Save a second, a millimeter. Makes a difference. That's why, as I said earlier, the game is a game of millimeters.
Yeah, you don't do direct throwing to the keeper. Sometimes you do the bounce. Yeah, it's a lot of different aspects of the game that you can do. Nowadays, you see batsmen playing shots where they talk about the helicopter.
Yeah.
So there's a number of tricks that have been coming to this game, and you got to be on top of what is happening.
So as the batters try to fox the bowlers, and so the fielding team find other ways of getting things done.
And that's a good shot, but he might just get one for it.
Yes, the Scotty coming into the attack.
Bowling the final over. So 98 is the total. They got to get to 112, and there's 5 deliveries remaining.
Still time.
Some pressure need to be put on the bowler, getting one run of the first delivery. Can Matthew go down the road, go hard and high, put some excess pressure on the Scott?
Wow. Goes so far. It was hit much better than I thought. It was on the line where Anil normally would struggle a bit, but the angle in which the Scott came from, it was easy, right into the arc, basically, and split the field between McDonald and Fletcher down there on the boundary.
Well, eventually, both have to look at the ball going to the boundary in the end. It's what? 10 runs needed, and 4 deliveries to go.
Well, 2 strikes away. We can add another to it. Still 2 strikes. Baseball, we talk about strikeouts and.
Matthew on 31, 103 for 6. And you call it, they just teeth a single there.
Yeah, pinched a single. Well, it's probably over now. 1 delivery left. We've lost our score or scoring our scoreboard. But we can tell you that
I got 2 more deliveries.
it's 104 for 6. 104. So 1 strike away. So he's back with us, just 1 strike away now. See, we could hit a 6, and he goes for it. And where has it gone? 1 bounce for. So
It's still 1 strike away.
Yes.
It's a very interesting game. 1 delivery to get 4 runs.
Yes.
They still have all the wickets, doesn't matter. It's just a final delivery, according to our score here. And they are going to be looking, Matthew is going to be looking to go over the top.
So it'll be very interesting to see where that Scotty will go now. Will he go full and wide, or will he? You can't afford to miss your length or your mark.
Not at all. Final delivery, 4 runs to get.
He goes short and it goes high.
The keeper says it's mine.
Is it?
Oh, he dropped it!
Well,
Are they going to run again?
They have to run. Oh, and it's another error. Could they get it 4? It run out.
Oh, it run out.
Right, so but there's some chaos. How many did they get there? Was it 3?
Well, they should get 4 runs there, as far as I'm concerned. The batsman, the keeper, they dropped it. Final delivery.
So
Where did they end?
yes. Are we in for another super over?
I don't think so. I don't think so. What I can tell you, it's still 108. This show is showing, and there is a gathering there. There is
111.
111.
And, so they would have won by 1 run. That they would have lost by 1.
Well. It was just the fault of the batsman in there.
No. Yes. I think that would have been what has happened. So the game should be over. I think 112 were the total made by Right.
Having a replay there to see what had transpired. The ball high in the air. But the game the game is
It's
over.
over,
It's
yeah.
over. It's over.
Yes.
Batsmen are coming out and they have lost by 1 run.
Should be. So Matthews remained is 38 not out, 38 not out. Or Hailing 2 not out. 111 for 7, and we couldn't have asked for a more exciting end to this encounter. I don't think Saffron had anything to lose by the way they approached the run chase. They had no chance of going through to the next round, so I think it was a case of playing for face, playing for pride. I think they did well.
Yes,
Yes,
in the circumstances, the game losing by 1 run, I think that they have done quite well. So Hector will just go through the scorecard quickly before we get into the post-match presentation.
Yes. So it's very difficult to pick it up there, but what I can say is
So quickly, Saffron Strikers ending 111 for 7. Anil Matthew remain not out on 38. And if we quickly go through the bowling, Discard had none for 28. Fletcher had 1 for 6 of his 2 overs.
yeah, 1 for 6.
The rest of the bowlers did pick up some wickets there if we quickly get them.
Yeah.
We're getting ready for the post-match presentation.
Clear.
And very soon we'll see the captains and the man of the match will be heading that direction. As Kerry is there and just waiting. But we have seen a good game of cricket.
Indeed, we have. And
Both games, one ended in a super over, and we have seen the struggle in the last delivery to get past. So Kerry's there, and we're going to head downstairs.
And welcome to the post-match ceremony for the final match in the group stage of Dream 11 T10 tournament, Spy-Style T10 for season number 4. We're going to start with the presentation of the player of the match, and this time it's going to be the captain of the Nutmeg Warriors, Roland Cato, will receive his award from the administrative officer in the Grenada Cricket Association, Mrs. Keisha Holas Belfon. Roland, first stage of the business done. I guess at the beginning of the tournament, you guys would have thought you expected to be here in the knockout stage. You guys into the knockout stage business end, taking care of business today. What's the mood like in the camp?
The guys are pretty happy, you know. For the last couple of years, we've been in every finals. So, I mean, it's just another one for us. So, you have to play, I think it's tomorrow. Just want to go out there and put on a good show.
You yourself got some good runs at the top of the innings. Must be a good woman entering the business end of the tournament.
Yeah, I started a little bit slow, but the way Shadrack and Fletcher come and play just gave me the time to know. Rotate the strike, and after when they was gone, it was my time to know. Yeah, I like to be more aggressive.
Coming up against tomorrow, you're going to be playing the Clove Challengers. Winner goes straight into the finals. A big matchup. What encouragement you would have for the boys heading into that match?
The last time we played them, we made a lot of mistakes. You know, we didn't stick to our plan long enough. So for the next game, is basically just to do the basics and just stick to the plan and let the results take care of itself.
All right, well, Roland, congratulations on your individual performance. I look forward to seeing you on your team tomorrow.
All right, thanks.
Now going to have some words with the captain of Saffron Strikers, Darrell. A close game, but was not close enough. You guys now automatically out of the next round of the tournament. What can you say after this stage?
Yeah, another close game, but at the end of the day, well done to Nutmeg, you know, and hopefully that they go on and play their best for any tournament.
We see you had some individual players who would have done well. The likes of Raquel Sylvester would have hit the ball well at the back end of the innings. Most pleased to see some guys are showing off their abilities.
Yeah, definitely. Raquel had showed that he can hit the ball early up in the tournament, and he did that today again. And I wish him all the best in his tournament, in his regional tournament coming up. So yeah.
Kem Giles, we know him. He's made a name for himself with the ball in the first 3 editions, but with the bats, he has been a bit of a revelation for you guys this tournament.
Yeah, Kem has been working on his batting for a little while now, so it's good to see that he's reaping the rewards now.
All right, well, thank you very much. We know you guys still have a match to play in the tournament, and looking forward to seeing some good cricket from you guys on Friday.
All right, thanks.
So that was the post-match ceremony for the final match in the preliminary stage of the tournament. Tomorrow is going to be 2 big ones. First up is going to be the eliminator number 1 between the Cinnamon Pacers and the Ginger Generals. That is 3 versus 4, which will be followed later on by qualifier number 1 between top of the table Clove Challengers and the Nutmeg Warriors. Join us tomorrow for the first ball from 12 noon.